Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Steel Donut Collective. My name is Blake, and with me today is Yella.
Good day.
And strap on your helmets, because we're going to be working on some aerial choreography. I'm assuming this is about the Blue Angels, right?
Who knows?
No, it's Steven Universe. Steven Universe by High Roller Unalesca.
What a name.
It's a short story, but it is complete. It is not an MTSU, thank God. And it says, okay, guys, I'm guessing this will be the first Steven Universe fanfic to be published here, and also the first Steven X Amethyst one, too. Basically, the two confess their feelings for each other, and then they take it up to 11.
Oh, okay, you promised me a lot just now, saying that they took it up to 11.
Planted a flag here.
Also, they take it up to 11, but it's rated fiction T.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's 111 if you get up into fiction, K, for kids shouldn't read this.
True. So yeah, it starts up with an author's note saying, "This is hopefully not only the first Steven Universe fanfic I've written, but also the first that anyone's written. Yeah, it's a bit early since the show hasn't aired yet, but hey, the early bird always gets the worm." This was written before the show even aired?
Wow.
Published October 19, 2013. Okay, Steven Universe release date.
Also, it's not written by High Roller Unalesca, it's written by Vitalia, apparently.
Oh, okay. But yeah, this is... Okay, Steven Universe aired the 21st of May. So it did air by the time it has aired. Then I don't understand why.
Maybe in their country it came out way later.
Yeah, maybe.
Their
possible.
country
Does it say?
The United States.
Okay, so no. It did air. It aired before you Okay, whatever.
Well, they just said they wrote it. Maybe they wrote it in 2012, and then they published it later.
No, also possible, I guess.
Yeah, they lifted it, and it's an incontestable claim,
Yeah, we don't know when it was written, that's true.
Well, no, it is contestable, it's unfalsifiable, yes.
Yeah.
But it says, in the dead of the night, Steven sat on top of the gym's headquarters. As was par for the course, he was moping over the fact that he had yet to figure out how to activate his gym powers. Suddenly, he heard someone approaching him from behind. He turned... Oh, man, it is coming up to 11 pretty early. He turned around and saw it was only Amethyst. It was always nice to see the violet-hued crystal gem in all her beauty.
"Steven, it's like midnight,"
she said out of concern.
"What are you doing up here?"
Obviously, you definitely wrote this after the show aired. or else you would be guessing at so much of this. "Nothing, I guess," the boy just grumbled. That's my great Steven Universe voice.
I mean, I'll assume that is 100% accurate. I've never actually seen any of the show, so I don't know.
It doesn't sound exactly like him, but it has the same energy.
Okay. "Nothing, huh?"
Amethyst asked.
"Well, Garnet and Pearl wanted me to take you back inside. Do you want to come? You want to come in?"
It's like letting the dog out to pee at night.
Yeah, exactly. And then let him back inside so he can sleep inside.
"Not right now," Steven replied.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just... Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes you leave the dog out all night, because he wants to.
I mean, if the weather's nice, no problem.
Yeah, you go to call him back in, and he just kind of looks at you like, "Bruh, I like it out here."
Dude, it'll be a nice, soft night. Don't worry about me. I'm a dog.
It's like, "All right, dog. You do you, dog.
All right, cool. Okay, you good boy. Now, good night."
I respect your decision, dog.
A good night for really a good boy.
Stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, okay, was all she could say before she started walking back through the way she came.
She just went back inside.
It was then that Steven now felt like saying something. So, well, he said things before, but...
Now
so
he actually feels like it.
Crystal Gem and blocked her path.
"What are you doing?" she
asked, now getting irritated at the fact that he was playing roadblock.
"You better have a good reason for this, or I will destroy you, I guess."
The prepubescent boy sighed.
Oh, that's a good thing to keep it. Let's just put that one in the back of our brains. Let's just remember.
That's a good thing to say when you also promise that we're going to take it up to 11.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus and Christ. He replied with, yes, I do. Amethyst, there's something I've been meaning to tell you for the longest time since... ever. One of Amethyst's eyebrows perked up.
Are you trying to tell me what I think you're trying to tell me?
Because if you're telling me what I think you're trying to tell me, you told me what I tell me to.
Yeah, exactly. Like that feels like the start of one of those.
She asked out of curiosity. Yes, I really like you, Amethyst. I really do. As a friend, and nothing more, because it's very illegal and creepy otherwise. A rock shouldn't have sex with an underage boy, I'm just saying.
Whoa, hot take.
Steven, I'm just putting that out there, you know. I may be young, but I've got the big ideas. Steven blurted out, there. They just stood there in silence for a minute.
That's all?
Damn. I mean,
wow.
again, it's creepy and wrong, but
damn,
ouch.
Like, at least, I guess at least.
I mean, it's like, you know, you say, it's like when a kid says they want to marry their teacher. Like, imagine you're like, you know, Miss Hope, I want to marry you. And she's just like, I would never marry you because all? I hate you.
Whoa. I'm only here to educate you and nothing else. Get out of my sight.
Yeah. The violent crystal gem laughed lightly.
I expected something a bit cornier, but that's good enough for me. I don't mind that kind of stuff anyway. You know, come to think of it, I was going to tell you the same thing. What?
Call the police.
I'm just confused about what kind of stuff does she... Oh, okay, she doesn't mind more romance, I guess? Like a more romantic confession? I that didn't come across to me for a second, but now I get it now, I guess.
Yeah. You really like me too? The boy asked.
How'd you know?
I think the part where he told you and then you told
him. You literally just said it. God damn it.
No. So it must be gym intuition, I guess.
This is such a weird phrasing I'll just read it. I forgot to mention we had that. You want me to kiss you? I forgot to mention we had gem intuition. Like, it's not I forgot we had that. I forgot we could intuit things. No, it was like, I forgot to mention that we have the ability to intuit things. Like, what does that mean?
Gym tuition, man. Well, you know, it's like, remember when we covered that kid show Rance guy and he couldn't find any info on a show?
God.
Corner in the corner. He couldn't find any info on a show that had been out for like a million years. This guy managed to write a fanfic about a story that about a show that according to them didn't even exist on the air yet when they wrote it.
Even though it
existed when they published it.
Yeah.
Only thing I can think of is like if it's just one chapter and you like republish it to update something, will it still say update or will it change the publish date? That's the only thing that can make any sense to me.
I mean, the publish, I mean, I guess, I mean, it has usually like a last updated thing, like separate of.
But would that only apply to like a new chapter or something? Would it?
Don't know.
I'm curious if the publish date would change if it was one chapter and you changed it.
I don't think so, but I'm not sure.
I try to limit my interaction with fanfiction.net to laughing at it. Mm-hmm. So, oh boy, would I?
Oh boy.
Yeah,
don't mind if I do.
Amethyst and Steven embraced themselves while their lips touched each other, lock and key.
So they're just holding themselves, but then kissing. Instead of holding each other and then kissing.
Yeah, so just wrap your arms tightly around yourself and then lean forward.
And then lean forward and kiss the other person.
And then Chris Hansen jumps out and is like, why don't you have a seat over there? It was at that moment that their gems started glowing. Steven broke away from the kiss while still holding on to his girl, and he seemed to be panicking.
Is his girl a euphemism in this case, considering that he is holding himself and not her?
I don't know, man.
I don't want to think about it, actually.
He started asking, why are our gems glowing? Why does it feel like something just sprang inside my pants?
Oh, God. Here's the 11, I guess. I think we aroused each other so much that it's activating our gems.
That's not what they told me in sex ed, but okay. She explained.
And it feels like something sprang in your pants because it did spring in your pants. In other words, you're excited.
In other words, you have a jack-in-the-box for a dick. She kissed him again, and they started to float upward into the air. Steven still hung onto her. Yeah, you know, the Mile High Club. Steven still hung onto her. That's what it means. You can feel his testosterone levels spiking.
What? Why is his... That's not...
Yeah.
I don't think that's how hormones work. I might be wrong, but I'm not a biologist. I'm a chemist, which I guess hormones are chemicals.
Yeah.
The beautiful case of, like, disciplines, like, overlapping. But, like, why are his...
Yeah, I have no idea, man.
I'd get it if it was, like, adrenaline or, something like that, I guess, would make a bit more sense. But testosterone?
Yeah, he pushed his tongue into her mouth and started to wipe it over the external surface of her teeth.
What?
When you put it like that, it
That
makes me
sounds
want to
so
never
weird.
kiss anything again.
Yeah, right? Like, what?
Which she couldn't feel. Like, man, that's like if like you got like John Crick-Falusi to animate someone kissing. It's like a gross out gag. That's some Ren and Stimpy shit. Which she couldn't feel since she was too invested in moaning and making guttural sounds.
Oh, that's why she can't feel it. Never mind the fact that there aren't nerves on on your teeth themselves.
Yeah, so she's like, oh, and then she's like, ugh.
Yeah, moaning and making gutturals. I guess that's the 11. Oh yeah, Stephen.
Oh yes, Harry. Love your song.
Oh no.
Amethyst finally screamed.
Ah!
Finally, I was waiting for that all night.
Ah, man, I mean, it's not an episode of Steven Universe until Amethyst just screams out of nowhere. I guess.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. That's going to be my assumption of the show now. This is amazing. I've never felt this high in my life. Are you feeding me drugs with your mouth? Like, is that why I'm high?
What happens if we go all the way? Yes. I've said this before. The police get called. They will ask you a lot of questions, and you will never see Amethyst again.
Yeah.
And it's good.
That's good.
It's a good thing.
Please don't see Amethyst again.
There was no answer. He probably wouldn't have heard her anyway, for now there was a loud screeching sound followed by a blinding white light coming from her gem.
What? Is that normal? Is that good? Should I be worried? I mean, I am already worried for other reasons. Should I be worried about this in particular? About the blinding white light and the screeching sound? Like, is that normal for gems?
Not normal for me. When that passed, Stephen looked around to find that they had managed to set a huge chunk of a forest below them on fire.
Oh.
And there were several people also below them screaming for their lives.
So they didn't even have sex. Like, they were just making out. And now a forest is on fire and people are dying.
No.
They killed people by making out. Love kills, my dudes.
Love
kills.
Stephen exclaimed. Did you see that, Amethyst? We started a fire.
Maybe fucking end the fire. People are screaming in horror and probably fire. Like on fire, as in they're burning. Please. Somebody. Water, maybe.
Stephen, you're a real monster.
Yeah, Stephen, what the fuck?
So yes, again, there wasn't an answer. Amethyst just smiled softly at him, and her eyes looked to have been drained of all energy whatsoever.
She just smiled softly.
Her use of whatsoever.
Yeah. But, like, Amethyst is just smiling softly at the idea of having murdered a bunch of innocent people, I guess. Also, fuck this forest full of arboreal fiends. Destroy all.
Don't forget terrestrial and fossorial fiends.
Also, those arboreal fiends are homes to avian fiends.
No.
Clearly, trees are just criminals. We must destroy them all. You know what? Amethyst has the right idea of it. Otherwise, horrible person, but at least she has some good priorities.
Yeah.
Steven.
She spoke hoarsely. Why the long face?
God damn it, Blake.
He asked quietly.
I'm pregnant.
How do you know?
As you said, it must be gem intuition.
Oh, God.
That's such a bad callback.
Knows.
Yeah, I guess. It's such a bad callback.
I think my favorite thing of those, like, old wives' tales are they say if you're carrying low, it's going to be a boy, I think they say. And I'm like, as opposed to, like, what, carrying the baby in like, one of your titties? Like, I mean, like, where else is it going to go?
I guess, I guess that's relative to, like...
Like real low, like it's hanging down by your knees. That's when you know you got a boy.
Oh. Well, that sounds like like a horrible thing to have happen. Maybe
my response is don't listen to a bunch of stupid nonsense and just like get a sonogram if you really want to know.
Yeah, I guess.
Not science. Don't trust your gem intuition. It doesn't work. You don't even have a gem. You're not from Steven Universe.
You're not a gem. You're a people. You're a flesh.
Yeah.
Trust your flesh intuition. A new life. Dude. Oh boy. Exciting.
I'm being pulled in a new direction.
Well, you know what? A new life definitely begins with having a child while you're a child. Remember, prepubescent boy. Yeah. I had to remind you. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Suffer with us, please.
And now going to the reviews, there's plenty here because this is the first ever.
Yeah, I mean, this was from 2013, so there's like 7 years of reviews.
And all of these, people are pointing out like, how the age thing is creepy and they're making like jokes and they do like stupid little role plays and stuff. But ultimately, I think the most recent review from Edge Fricker 61, quoting Matt Damon, of course, I think he actually, we don't need to read any others. He says it best. He says, okay.
Thanks for watching, and special thanks to our Platinum D-Hole patrons, Dr. Faust, Hoshkov, ODST795, Polly Hebert, and Stannis the Manus. At time of release, we still have slots open in our casting call for our big project coming in 2021. Check the description for a link so you can lend your voice to our biggest video series ever, an MLP story called Fate. Patrons got early audition opportunities, so consider supporting us there to get in on the ground floor of future projects. Thanks for your support, and stay safe.